They let the bots take over. Then I just tune out and I don't play with their stupid bots. Oh, reindeer games, Ma.
Oh, that's what that is. Reindeer games.
They didn't have my cherry Sprite the other day when I went.
To get
I drive all the way across town to this one store to get this cherry Sprite, and they didn't. And the guy said, I said, he was real adamant. I guess he was the owner. He was a guy I never saw before, and he was put together.
Oh.
And I said, are you never getting it again? Is it seasonal?
What did he say?
He said, no, we'll probably just out. I said, okay, great, because it's my favorite. I love it. Cherry Sprite. I don't drink it very often. I need to wash out that water container that
We'll keep it.
that is stored. Okay, so here's a weird thing.
Okay.
We watched an episode tonight of High Potential, and there's a lot of synchronicities for me in that show today.
Potential?
Yeah, with that lady, the detective. She's like a Columbo in heels.
Oh.
And so she's neurodivergent. They all were. Quincy was. All these people. That's what I grew up with. That's what my train of thought that followed. So they advertised that The Bear, all seasons of The Bear are now streaming on Hulu. And then they said, but see, it's confusing because before season 3 came out, or when they were shooting season 3, there were stories that they were shooting season 3 and 4 at the same time. And so that would lead me to believe, it led me to believe that season 4 is like released now. And I just looked it up and it's not until July. So that's very deceptive. Anyway, what else? I'm tired. I got no juice. All of these planetary alignments have just basically knocked the freaking pretty much the life right out of me. I just did sets though. I mean, if I can manage to do one set of 300 every day, then hopefully I won't get all mushy in my arms. That at least that'll show, creator, like, I'm trying. It freaking hurts, man. Everything hurts. It sucks all the time. It just hurts, but I'm trying real hard. A for effort, yay!
A
for effort. How you doing today, Ma? Are you warming up? That high potential, man. Some of the synchronicities. So I talked to my friend Fragine. Yep, earlier today. We were right before we watched the episode because we started watching it. We both like it because we think alike. Our brains work the same. They're wired. Oh. they're rewired. They're shorted out. They're an old. If you look, our brains like an old schematic. Holes in it from freaking only she got. I don't know. She got a lot more. She got way more years of trauma than me. Way more hard stuff than me. I just had different hard stuff. I had hard. We see that's the thing is so many people have hard stuff. Yeah. And they're supposed to act like everything's easy. Like, oh yeah, everything's great, and things aren't great. And when things aren't great, people can feel it. And when you put people in collective, pods and like apartment complexes and in cities and in things like that, you collect that, put people in collected areas and they all don't feel good. And then there's a spark, something ignites, something combusts that discomfort, and then boom diddy booms all over the place, and the earth feels it, and LA. I mean, like, I think about the karma that these areas are going through, man. LA's been known for homeless and shitting on people for years and weird stuff and tunnels and all this creepy stuff for so long. And then now it's like it burns down and then like it's cleanses because, it's cleansed by freaking water and fire, People, you do right or you do dirty, and the dirty's got to get scrubbed off, and it's getting scrubbed off all over the place. And it's really bizarre also how much I see how much weather is changing, because I'm always looking at trends that are changing to see where potentials are sitting, because I look at like with the earth, I look at the earth like it has two poles. It has north south pole. Each person has two poles. It has the angel pole, yay, light, and then it has the shallow pole. Those are two poles, polarity, right? And whenever freaking people are flipping their script, whenever they're not acting in coordinates, I see it act out on planet Earth or in the local area of Lotzel areas. And here in where I live, the weather is torrential, so that tells me people are feeling powerless and lack of control and not a whole lot of fear, because if they were peaceful within, we have peaceful without, and we don't got that. And a lot of places all over don't got that. So, calm yourselves and things will be all right. But where did they learn to do that? Where are the good examples? She's up there, baby. You want to go up there? They always do this right when I start my talk. Somebody does something. That's okay. That's okay, Tuck. Is that cat teasing you? I watched Stan Lee. I mean, the energy spun up here today. I like right in front of me. He went pop 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 and got Benny right. And I was like, why you gotta do Benny like that? People, they're like, it was Artie they kind of picked on before. Like, I don't know, man. What is it? I try to jovially, like, things that I carry. I mean, there's lines, because I grew up, like, I'm Gen X, so I grew up where you banter, and you tease and you make fun of. And there's always the person that, like, makes it personal. And sometimes that person's me, and I don't like it. I don't like that about me. That's me, Scorpio moon. That's when, or Aries, what's me choosing shadow and not, just keeping it fun. Because there's always a point. And then, like when you roughhouse and play, there's always the point that somebody, like, makes it personal and then it gets hurtful. And you can tell. I can always tell. Like, man, that was cheap. That was like a cheap blow. Like, that was like, you suck. Like, people don't want to play with people that'll hurt you intentionally. I mean, it's weird. Well, I guess some people like that. I mean, at them Diddy parties, they hate that shit. I'm glad I avoided that stuff. I was so curious, is because, God, my heart probably couldn't stand anything like that. I saw a lot of weird stuff, though. I've seen plenty of weird stuff. I did go to this, like, it was a party that later, when I saw that show Blade, it was a movie where they went to this dance party. At the end, they drop all this, it's creepy. Anyway, so I went with my roommate Michael at the time. He was the generation Desert Storm, and he would always talk about it's all bullshit, it's stupid, like, it's just so they can sell. And it landed on deaf ears, because I was too busy partying, having a good time, and being a part of the Air Force is something that I just kept telling people that I was going to do one day. And then one day I went in to go to college so I wouldn't have a bunch of student debt. And then I inadvertently became a part of the next 19 years, because every 18 and a half, 19, there's that cycle, and I became caught up in that one. Only now I feel bad a lot, because this stuff that I was a part of doing. It's terrible things, terrible things that I will be sorry for. So I gotta act accordingly, and sometimes I don't, because I got a mouth, but I'm getting older and I'm starting to get softer in my heart, and and I can't get mad because my body attacks me every time I get mad. It's like the universe is like, nope. Like, takes me down. I remember when I grabbed an electric fence when I was a little kid, and I thought I that was the first time God bless my guardian angels, man. I get kicked in the leg. I get up off the ground. It knocks me back. I get off the ground. I go over and I kick my brother in the leg. And he's like, "What did you do?" And then he immediately kicked me back and then asked me why I kicked him. I said, "'Cause you kicked me first." He said, "No, you didn't." Something knocked me off that fence because I have my hand, because I didn't know about electric fences. I never been around one. Nobody told me don't touch the fences between the plastic poles. I was like 7. Don't tell Mom, you're gonna get in trouble. But by then I had already put, I was 2. I put a fish hook through my tongue. I mean, I was already climbing in trees in the fire department. I was already doing stuff. I was already trying to get back to the stars. I was always already in my own will, and it's taken me my whole life how to learn life not to be in my own will, because that's that polarity all the time of me run. That's ego. So I got to balance that with spirit. I try real hard.
Yes, you do.
I get so mad sometimes, and people, I get all these YouTube talks, they talk about demon attachments, and I'm like, dude, I got stuff on me. Fucking, lift those dumbbells, pray harder, how do you stay being a good person in 2025 on planet Earth, Because it is ick.
It's ick.
It's ick. There's a lot of ick out there. So we've been staying in. And I just have been feeling a lot of nervousness lately because of we got stuff coming up, and I'm powerless. It's just more stuff. I just gotta turn it over to, that thy will not mine be done, and whatever's gonna happen, it's gonna happen. So, you good boy, Tuck. Is that cat driving you crazy? He shouldn't be. Anyway, roundabouts. I call today's talk roundabouts because that's kind of what I find people that they do in life. Except their roundabouts are years. And in these years, there's holidays, and there's these markers, and it's okay, how many times have I done this? Where am I at in life? And so many people are just oh my gosh. I wasted a lot of time on silly stuff for other people. I did it too. I spent 10 years in corporate America working at universities, having jobs that people would die for, these cush-ass jobs. And I'm just dude, these people aren't good people. I can't be a part of this. And it's led me on this wild, you want to go outside? I'll let you outside. Go ahead. Go ahead. I'll take you. Need a drink? Go ahead. Ciao, Stanley. Get a drink? Go ahead. And I'll take you out. Roundabouts. I've been stuck in those roundabouts 13 years. I lived the same day over and over and over again back when I was drinking all the time. And then when I wasn't drinking, I was talking to my friend today about my leather jacket I got when I graduated in '92. You need to go outside, bud? Stop picking on the DOGs. He's still drinking water. Watch out. I still have it. This thing is weighs more than my cat. It's a real one. This thing has been on so many crazy. It's probably been my hedge of protection.
Yeah.
Because I have been so wasted, tatered. I used to be able to fit 6 packs of Bud Light in here, and then I could go into restaurants or movie theaters or whatever and Because I was drunk. And everything was more fun when I was wasted. So I'm just going to be wasted all the time. And that's no way to live. Because that makes the weather wonky. Come on, Ty. You want to go outside? Go walk around, pretty. Come on, pretty boy. Here, want to try this? Want to try that? Go ahead. Try that. Go ahead. Come on. Oh, what have I done? Come on. Let's go up the stairs. No, I didn't mean to do that. Come on. Go up. Oh, I didn't mean to do that. What am I doing with the dog that's a hound? That was not practical. I was trying to help you. Come on. Want to go outside? What do you want to do? I'm talking. I got dead air right now, and I don't really want dead air. What? Good dog. Want to go outside? Want to go potty? Luna! He's gonna drink water for 10 minutes. I don't know. Anyway, so yeah, this place has been everywhere. This place has been, oh my goodness. So, I still have it. So what, 20 or 33 years later, I got it for, this was my graduation present. This is like the best graduation. This is the only one I got. Really, my dad got me an answering machine, then my mom ended up with it.
Oh, no.
Happy but I barely graduated because nobody, like, everybody else in my family. See, it's so funny how, like, families have secrets. And I'm over here just trying to go along, just thinking, just, like, take what you get, And, I mean, my grandma was a predominant real estate agent. Like, the family had money, Like, they weren't poor. I looked in the bank book. I know what stuff cost, But everything when it came to me, it was always such a burden. And then when I was 42 years old, I found out that I came after my parents were divorced. And so knowing my grandmother and my grandfather, it was just like, they looked at that. They always treated me like he was like, it was another fuck up that Greg did. Like he had divorced her. He was done with her, the crazy lady. That's what they referred to my mom as. And then he went back, and then she got pregnant and had me. Come on, Benny. Come on. Good boy. Wanna go outside? Want to go outside? And he always resented me extra because I was an Aries, second decadent. He's a first decadent Aries. And he would, I see little kids that are like little autistics, little spectrometers, I see them out in the wild, and I was like, that's how I was when I was little. And so I wonder how the course of action is going to be. I hope they learn how to, emotional control like Mom taught me and all this stuff. And, and so I know that he used to watch me and he could see the struggles that he himself had, only he watched me overcome mine and he didn't. He still hates me for that. That's okay. All these people keep changing their face.
They're changing
Their
their face.
face augmentation. All these people keep having surgery and Botox and this and that, and it just I it's the whole reason why I found long ago. Come on, Bano, that you can't hate people you're related to. You just can't hate them. You just can't. You can't hate them because your face looks like them, and when you I know a lot of people can't look in the mirror for all kinds of reasons. I'm just specifying on one of them. And that's because their faces look like people that are related to them that have caused them harm. And then they're so mad that they can't look at themselves in the mirror.
Right.
You know, these are just things that, aside from things that people have done that they can't look in the mirror because they've done that they feel bad about. That's why it's important to not do things that you feel bad about. Every bad thing I've ever done, I've said on this YouTube channel. It's like a fifth step. You know? And I don't really have to worry about it. I don't know. I'm not really enthralled. Because it was funny because I was talking to my friend Fragine earlier. And we were talking about, because when I was in college for IT in the early 2000s, in class we'd go over the software that, where you could like edit somebody that had a lot of content. You could edit words out of each, you could have the software grab words that would make statements that they didn't say in that order, but they said, the software, and so it's, I mean, because there's malicious people, so whenever you have more means to be malicious, the malicious people are going to jump all over it, so now you gave some freaking, you know, I don't know, I just think it's also silly. I'd rather be outside working in a garden anyway. So I'm not going to use it in my garden. I don't use it. I let other people participate. I tried one time, I think it was Chat GPT, I said, and then I wanted them to get like a collect, and it doesn't watch videos, but it can, it's like, what? How do you collect data? I don't know. I don't care. I don't want to invest energy on that because I mean, the freaking power goes out all the time in Taos, New Mexico. You know, you can't really rely on anything in Taos. I mean, everything's flaky. The infrastructure, the people, that's just what they choose to do with their free will. It's not me. I don't make them be flaky people. I don't make them be people that are not integritous. I don't, you know, I don't make them suck. It seems like these except minus the encounters at the places that I usually go. The places that I usually go and that I continue. Hey, you're just being snippy. That's just being rude. He can live wherever he wants. Good boy. Good boy. You want to go sit by Grandma Retta? You go ahead. You go by Grandma Retta. You don't get a whole bag, Snippy. I love you. I love you. Not rewarding your bad behavior. Good boy, Tuck. Come over here. Get over there, Butts. Get in the chair. Good dog. She's right there. She's right there. Yeah, so lots of latitudes and longitudes are going through it right now.
Wow.
Lots of latitudes and longitudes. I remember, yeah. Latitudes and longitudes. I feel like that people are I've come to the conclusions that people are, based on our astrology, our frequency, we are drawn to storylines, and then that puts us in places, and our neighbors have similar storylines. That's why they end up into close proximity with us, because they're having their stories within our stories. And then in cities, there are all these stories that are all webernating, and then they bounce up to other cities, and there's just all this exchange of information. Some of it's true, some of it's not, because most people are trying to change their face and be somebody that a lot of people are trying to get somebody to think that they're somebody else. And I'm pretty anybody that's ever met me, I'm pretty true to who I am on these tubesy tubes here. I lost it one time. I told that story today too. Christmas party, 55th MXS, greatest maintenance squadron in the world. Just ask them, they'll tell you. I wasn't supposed to be drinking. I was in ADAPT. It's the alcohol because I got a DUI on base and I was going through all my punishment and stuff, and they didn't kick me out. I got sober 7 months after that. It's when I started my sober journey. But still, we had our Christmas party and we had like the back banquet room, and I just kept going up to the front of the bar and I'd have a drink or two, and because I can drink a Bud Light, like a 12-ounce Bud Light, in 3 gulps. I got a 4 fluid ounce mouth. 4 gulps. I got a 3 fluid ounce mouth. Just gulp, gulp. Because I don't know what it is. I don't know. I'm part alien, I guess. I can guzzle fuzzy things. But not like that. Fuzzy sodas. Fuzzy drinks. Beverages. Let me preface that. That was a total Freudian slip, I guess. That's what they would call that, is a Freudian slip. I don't, because I heard what I said after I said it. So anyway, drinking cervezas and stuff was always really easy for me. And then I never had a family and stuff in life, so I just, nothing ever did bother nobody. Hence the trail of people that I was bothered by. I'm still bothered by people, or people are still bothered by me. My existence bothers people. Hi, Mental Pancakes. Hey, Tennessee, what's up? TKB. Dogman is near us here in northern Michigan. Dogman. See, isn't that like... What show was that? What show was that? That chick that's on Reservation Dogs. Reservation Dogs. The deer woman, she was on that show with it. Anyway. Northern Michigan. Who was up there? Trout was from Northern Michigan. Like right up by the Canadian border. He had an aneurysm. They let him stay in, man. Because people think that it's like Air Force, best of the best of the best, and it's like it's not like that. And they haven't had shit for attention. I mean, since I left, it's been just gone a downward spiral since 2006. I mean, they can't get people to stay in. They can't people to come in. The people that are in, they can't get them to do their jobs. They're always whining about something off doing some stupid bullshit other than what they signed up to do. It never makes, you know. I had a lot of leniency too, but it doesn't. I'm glad that a lot of the funds are going away. Bigfoot friend. There's supposed to be Bigfoot around here. There's Bigfoot everywhere. Whatever people think of, that exists as far as I'm concerned. You know it? Darby O'Gill and the Little People? That's been going on. That whole scenario. Secret and them, been happening. Stop. Been happening since I saw this stuff when I was a kid. You know? Never ending story ever since Atreyu said her name. I just found out the name he said. On TikTok. I'm like, Mood? What? That's what he said? Okay. Alright. I always fell asleep in movies. Here, Mom, pet Ben. He needs some security. He's a little fist midgety inside. He's got nerves. I can relate to that. I don't do holidays, so they totally escape me. And because the astrology for a week, I mean, I listen to a lot of astrology when I'm piddling around doing stuff here and there, like laundry and stuff, and I listen, and all of these people, it's just their astrology dictates, because perception is reality. So they're based on their astrology, they're getting this interpretation on how things are coming down. And so I watch them based on how I see them, and then plus their interpretation in astrology, and then I come up with my own conclusions based on that. And they're all like, dude, it ain't gonna be like it's gonna be for what, like, people are gonna feel the energy for what this day really represents. A lot of no good. Like, what people like, yay, let's buy this streamer and let's have this party paying homage to this freaking bullshit that happened freaking centuries ago, but you don't really even know what happened, what the story is, but have a party, eat cake, and get wasted. You know, it's just. I don't participate, so I never really lived in the world with everyone else. So thanks for reminding me that, yeah, it's that day. It was, to me, it was the day, the 14th of February was the day I was supposed to get my shoes in the mail. And then I went to the post office, or I looked it up online today, and it said no, postpone until the 8th. Mail and me with getting stuff in Taos, New Mexico is hilarity. This place is so full of content. You want to see something funny? Go to Taos News and read sometimes their like bulletins on what like people freaking, and there's a heavy police. There's only 7,000 people live in the city, and then there's like 36,000 that live in the county, and then there's all the rotators, the roundabouters. People will just keep coming back and eating fucking green and red chili because they did it one time when they were a kid, and they want to freaking hang on to those good feelings because they haven't felt them in years. Dude, we never did, dude. My first, like, 7 until like 12, when I was like, dude, I don't even want to go see dad anymore. He's just a dick to me. Like, the effort that I have to go through for this man to just be incorrigible and just mean, I don't want to. So I opted out. But every great mucka's custody order said we had to make a dude that I never saw happy. And because who I was born to, for all those years, I got to spend 11 and a half hours on a Greyhound bus going from Atascadero, Fresno, but coming from wherever my dad lived, or my grandparents. Probably it was most likely my grandma's in Atascadero. That's a pretty consistent 11 and a half hour bus ride. You know, I wasn't worth a plane ticket. No, that's too much. People you care about get plane tickets. Little fucking retarded fucking mistakes, you get a Greyhound bus ticket. And now look at the judicial system. And I live in a place, New Mexico, man. The judicial system in this fucking state, the level of corruption, the great nothing has just oozed everywhere. It's oozed everywhere. Yeah, there ain't a lot of people feeling so lovey. There's a lot of people freezing their ass off. My buddy Saul's one of them. He lives in the woods in a cabin, you know? I know a lot of people have fun driving around in their van, living that best van life and having that yay, yay, and then this exotic place and that exotic place. Not everybody gets to go. Not everybody gets to go. You know, I mean, there's just so many throwaways, and so I got a lot of downtime, so I got a lot of good ideas to add to, you know, the new, how things are gonna be. I don't give a shit about no fucking borders. I've been talking about it years, that borders are gonna change and countries are gonna change, because times change and evolutions happen and people evolve. I mean, look at what the freaking disruptor's doing, dude. He's showing people like, dude, why can't everybody do it there? I'm gonna go out. I'll see. I'm gonna try and plant my seed. I want to build a farm, a regenerative farm, for me and Ma. See, but it was nuts. But I've always seen the dark side. Like, always, there was never like a glory. My path is just dark. I'm still smiling though. I think to me, my personal, like, one of my goals in life is that if I think that's like what all a parent could want for a child, is that they could watch their child grow up and evolve, and then at some time they get to die before their kid, and then they just get to watch their kid be happy and learn how to adapt and go with all the hardships in life that come up and that people put in your place, you know, but that people have a place. Because I never had that. I didn't have it, so that's why I feel like it's so important. And that's how I can recognize it when I see it in other groups. Most groups there's just like the whole group is to serve a few. Every group is like that, really. I mean, like, where there's an imbalance because the people that run the groups are themselves, in fact, imbalanced. You like NASCAR people? I did. My experience, see, I understand that we are spiritual beings having a human experience. I have a lot of energy. I'm just not willing to get stuck in the roundabout. And that's what those things are to me. Things that people, like, when people are able to do that one thing, like, that they're exceptional at, but they got to do it their whole life. Like people like, I don't know, that one chick, she plays rugby. I don't know her name. But, or anybody professional, anything, you know, and then you look into them, and then they got to play, like, they got to start out when they were a kid, you know, and then they got to go on this team and then this national team, and they got to go here and raise funds to go travel here to play that one thing that they do. I never got to be that person. I was too busy trying to not die in a lot of situations. I understand people have their trauma. I get it. We all have trauma. Some of us have more than others, you know. Who gets to determine who hurts the most, you know? I think the thing of it is that when we go out in the world, we just come out with a little bit more understanding that maybe the person that we're dealing with, it might be on edge today. Oh yeah, so I did a season of NASCAR where I tracked NASCAR, and I started watching. I knew who the cars were and who the drivers of the cars were, and then and then what happened was like, I found that, okay, I'm watching this race, right? And then, like, time would go by, and then I'd be sitting in a place, and then I would be watching in a different race with the same people. So to me, it's like the same race. It's just continued in a different place. And all these, like, that, like, okay, that's all well and good. That's great. People have their one thing. I think that's an imbalance. I think while you're doing that one thing, you know, mow the old lady's lawn up the road, you know, like, help push that person's car out of the busy intersection. Like, all these people that have so much bountiful abundance because it was given to them, you know. Like, people don't got likes, but like attracts like, and it's just it's just gonna get so darn gross. I just so feel bad. I just feel bad how bad there's just gonna be a lot of roundabouts blowing up. Mr. Iski. See, that's the thing, is people that I love and I've loved for 25 years. He's got the trailer. He goes down to Kansas City. He watches the races, you know. You know, he's also lived on the same farm that he's lived on his whole life. And this, like, a couple years ago, that his farm got the, like, 110, or I think it was 110 year farm award. in Nebraska. He got at the state fair. He sent me a picture of it. That was pretty cool. So I mean, like, these are the things that make the world go round. You know, it's just that it's time to evolve beyond things beyond that. It's time to do other things. He does plenty of stuff. He's got a bunch of farmland in Nebraska. Maybe he'll. I wonder. Let's see. I gotta clean out that water reservoir. Unless they just. You know what? I wonder if they changed the water in the tap. I wonder if they just hooked it up to the tap at the water house, and I'm just paying for fucking tap water. I'm gonna ask them if I can get a tour, or maybe they need to, I don't know, they need to change a filter or something. But my palate is impeccable. Like, I wish I could ignore shit, dude. I go through life just going new. I don't know nothing. I'm not paying attention to nothing, but I'm noticing everything. So weird shit that's going on in the news. That's on my radar. Of like, cause like whatever I see on this, I'm not gonna believe it 100%. I'm not, cause anything on this just that's how I am. I'm just too skeptical. And like I was saying earlier, that I don't even believe half of what I see with my own eyes. So these are just stories. These are just like data points. These are just let me know where the world's headed. You know, how things are going down on planet Earth. What kind of choices are people making? Are they living from their ego? Are they living from their spirit? You know, and when people are jerky, that's why I try to show everything I am on this YouTube channel. It's not all love and light, dude. That's the thing. That's when people say that they're fighting against themselves, I can relate, because I'm fighting against like the words that come out of my mouth a lot. And they're not even that bad. You know, when people are out here in New Mexico every day, freaking, what was the article earlier today? Barillo County. They're not gonna release. They said that, see, because they're flexing. All of the control freaks are. This happens. It's like the earth is going through a birth, like the ripples in the body rippling when, you know, like baby kittens, puppins, babies, you know, real people are born. Like the body just kind of knows what to do without the thing that's having the baby telling it what to do, except when the women push. Well, ain't nobody telling kittens and puppies to push. You know, like what? But people have good lives to support these systems. Planet Earth is changing, because I've been imagining, you know, ever since, I don't know, it's because the things that I've been imagining, they're starting to come out. I don't know what the outcomes are either, and yeah, you know, every day is scary to people like me. You know, so what difference does it make? I don't go out much anyway. I just want to make it more. I want to make places that make other people more comfortable in life. I want to make a place in Taos where travelers can come and charge their devices, freaking cook a meal with some good hearty, you know, farm to table fresh ingredients. Do some laundry, take a shower. You know, if they need to do some maintenance on their car, they can do that. Like, it'll be like a one-stop. It'll be like a real good travel center where you know, that people can use stuff that's useful and decompress and stuff like that. Because, dude, it's not easy out there. If it's not people trying to do something at you, or just neglecting you, which causes enough freaking strife on planet Earth as enough. It's just people ignoring people that need help. Because I've been that person a lot in my life. I can relate. That's why I'm so adamant about helping other people if I can. Yeah, that's the thing. Is getting shit to Taos is a fun little game. So, and when I think of big jugs, I think of big jugs. So, I mean, I've had copper, I don't know, like, I don't even, yeah. Copper jugs, water storage. I did that when I lived in Sacramento. Ooh, here's a big one. That's like 220. That thing's ginormous. Look at that thing. That's like what I have now. Huh. That's a How big is it? It looks like 2 gallons, I'm going to say. Oh, here's another one. That one's more. Good Lord. This one's less, but it's a larger container, I think. Good Lord. These people think everybody on planet Earth is rich. That's a little much. See, that's what I can't... Here's a... Oh, it's a 3.17 gallon for $224.99. That is what I will be paying for my... That's for what I will be paying for... I'm using the rest of my tattoo that I got. I thought it was going to be like $500, and it's less. So I'm using the leftover to pay for my P.O. box.
Oh, nice.
I set it up to do automatic deposit. I asked the lady that worked there, I said, do you ever hear anything about that service on the website, if it actually works? Or do you hear people complain that it doesn't? And she said, yeah, she hears that it doesn't. And so I said, okay, well, I guess I'll see you Monday when it doesn't go through on Friday. Yeah, I got a copper bracelet. I got it right here. It's around here somewhere. That's the thing, is I can't keep track of things. And I can't do stuff all the time either. Yeah. Yep. I'm big on like I have my laptop, I have right frequencies. I could be blasting frequencies all the time that would make me feel better. I could make an appointment to go down and get a massage at the spa up the road. It's just winter and I don't want to do anything. And I know it would make me feel better. It's just everything hurts, and I'm just good with my dumbbells right now. But I need to take this off. Yeah, I lost it at the hotel where we had the Christmas party. And then I called the next morning and somebody found it. And I went back to get it. And it was on the rack of chairs where I left it. See, I always lose track of stuff. Like when I was in IT and I was desktop support, I wear glasses. And it's like, when I'm walking in life and driving, I got to wear glasses. When I'm sitting on my desk, I don't wear glasses. So I'll sit at somebody's desk, fix their issue, go off and do the next one. And then I'll just be like, shit, wait a minute. Where did I live? What building in what part of town, Omaha, did I live? No, I can't drive without them. But like when I worked at West Corp, there was... West 1, 11, the campuses were all right there together. And so I just, sucked. Anyway. This is what we do. This is what we live life for, to learn, right? To have experiences. Now we're doing it. We're having all kinds of experiences. I'm ready to retire and just be chill and just like help people, like, Like, I want to get in a place where me and Mom can, like, have this with windows, and a garden outside, and a place where I can grow my flower without it getting ripped off.
Flowers.
And, and so it just, like, and then use whatever excess we have to help other people kind of thing. And then help other people get to the places that they want to be. Because, I don't need the whole world. I've been out there. I know what it's like. I can miss out. I'm good. So, yeah, the software that they were talking about, the editing softwares, I watched this. I get off the phone with my friend. We were talking about this software that people can use to, just deceive. It's just all tools of deception. That's all it is. It's just all wicked cheater shit. I don't got time for none of it. And 3 minutes and 20 seconds into episode 12, season 1 of High Potential they're talking about a guy who made software like that. Yeah, so I don't know. World's a crazy place. There's only so many thoughts that we can have, you know. I guess I just went through all those negative, self-loathing, self-deprecating ones a long time ago. And I don't let myself slip back into those days. But so many people are there, Ma. People just hate themselves. So go out there and do stuff that you know, that you feel good about doing. Like, you know, stop ignoring people that freaking, that just because they look different than you. You know, my whole life, like, I mean, I'm only ornery and I'm only a dick to fucking people that are, I don't know, that are jerky to me. And, all these instances just flash up. So, but I understood a long time ago, you don't hurt people. You don't put your hands on people. You don't hit people. You don't try, you know, you don't do stuff to cause harm. You just don't do that. The world don't, it's just so easy. I know, Stanley. Oh, he's gonna start running back and forth. He's been extra fish fidgety too. So, yeah. Because the roundabouts are breaking. People are breaking their cycles. I'm happy to see it. I don't think it's any different than any other. I mean, well, yeah, it's the whole freaking, all these cycles are syncing up together. But people don't grow unless they go through freaking trials and tribulations. You know, and you can't avoid them, like, for all time. They catch up to people. That's just like, I mean, that's what we sign up for. To have life experiences. You can't sign up and then just like, no, I'm just gonna avoid all this stuff.
You're right.
Can't, well, I guess you can. Everybody, see, that's the thing, is I must always remember that the experience that I am having is based on my perception, you know, and my frame of reference. And everybody that is perceiving me, their perception is based on how they grew up and where they're from and what they were into, you know. And I was into a lot of different stuff.
A lot.
So much stuff. I mean, I was making cribbage boards, cutting manzanita bushes out of for cribbage boards when I was 10 out of the woods.
Yeah.
I was not there. Yeah. I don't have any soda, and I don't want juice, and that water's gross, and I have nothing else to drink. I'm just going to drink this. This stuff is good. Here, Ma, you want some?
Oh, yes.
Here you go first, because I'll probably kill it. There's another bottle in there. It's Knudsen. Knudsen's made out of Chico.
It's soft and light.
Yeah.
The combination. Oh, thank you.
Yep.
You're warm enough.
Yeah, this is good stuff.
It is.
NorCal.
No, what?
100% juice, no added sugar.
Oh,
It's like $6,
6.
but it's worth every guzzle.
Oh,
Pineapple coconut.
pineapple coconut. That
R.W. Knudsen family.
Pineapple.
See, then there was Knudsen cottage cheese too.
Uh-huh.
We got some of that in the fridge also. I'm changing. My body's shifting. I haven't eaten hardly much in the last 3 days.
Oh.
I just don't have like nothing. Well, and I see, cause I have big feelings, but I don't want to eat them. No. So I eat the norm. I eat the safe foods.
Safe food, yeah.
And stuff, and then I'm better off later.
And
then when I feel better, I'll eat something.
Yes.
When I go walk around, I'll go earn it. That's how I do food. I can't because I've been ate my feelings for too long. I gotta be careful about what. And my body's changing and my brains are changing. So Planet Earth is changing too. Everything's changing. I just got to keep adapting and going with it, huh, Mom?
One step at a
I don't
time.
like it. It's not fun for me, but we have fun. Me and Mom laugh.
Yeah.
Me and Mom have fun.
Yes, we do.
We always, God, man, we have gone through some crazy freaking stuff, and other people are going through crazy stuff, and so now, but my heart goes out to them because
Moving on.
we can relate. Anyway, all right, that's about all I got for now.